Good evening everyone, my name is Anastasia Nagranimi Janarko, and tonight I'm going to tell you the summary about the movie Like Stars on Earth. This movie told us about a boy named Ihsan Awasthi. Ihsan was a boy with a big imagination. He always thinking and see the world with his imagination. But Ihsan was bad at write and also read. He cannot write or read. That's why he always got punishment from his teacher. Ihsan lived with his parents and his brother. His brother was a good student. He always got a good score in his school. That's why Ihsan's parents want Ihsan to become like his brother. But Ihsan cannot do that. That's why his father always yelled to Ihsan, "You're lazy, stupid, and a bad kid." One day, Ihsan got punishment from his teacher because he cannot do the task that the teacher gives, and Ihsan got punishment from that teacher. And when he got that punishment, all of his friends were judged and laughed at him. And after that, Ihsan chose to leave the school. He skipped the school for the whole day, and he just wandering around the town. He tried to hide it from his parents, but his parents knew that, and they really mad, especially his father. And then they decided to send Ihsan to a dormitory school in order to make Ihsan a good person. But that kind of decision made Ihsan feel like he paying punishment from his family. He feels like, I don't belong to the family. They banish me. And with that kind of mindset, in school, Ihsan just does and do nothing. And he always got punishment because of that. He feel pressure, he feel depressed because he cannot learn anything and his parents banish him, and that thing is affect him a lot. He even stopped painting, something that he loves. He doesn't love painting, but because of this condition, he stopped. He didn't want to paint anymore. And even Ihsan want to die. He want to jump from the rooftop, but his friends know that and stop him. For Ihsan, word, the alphabet, numbers is like a monster for him. Like a monster that ready to attack him. That word, that alphabet, that numbers always dancing in front of her eyes. That's why it's hard for him to read or even write. Until one day, there's a new teacher at Ihsan's school. His name is Ram. Ram teaches differently, not like the other teacher. And when Ram see Ihsan, he thinks that Ihsan hate painting because all he do is just dance and do nothing in his class. That's why Ram thinks that Ihsan didn't want to paint. And not long ago, like one day after that, Ram saw Ihsan got punishment from the other teacher. He want to ask Ihsan what happened, why you got punishment, but Ihsan got scared and ran away. Ram want to know what happened to Ihsan until he found out and realized what happened to Isan. Ram chose to meet Isan's parents and asked Isan's parents what is Isan's problems. Do they know the problems that happen in Isan? But his fathers only said that Isan is a lazy kid, stupid, and a bad kid. The same words. And Ram just silent and explained to them what happened to Isan. Isan has dyslexia. He feels difficult to understand or knowing alphabet or numbers. For example, like he feels difficult to tell the difference between P or D, between P and Q, between E and A. It's hard for him, and that's why he cannot read or write. But what happened is Isan is trying to cover his weakness, hide his weakness with his bad attitude, and he did not want to learn because he doesn't know how to read and how to write. But his fathers just believed that Isan is lazy and a bad kid. But Ram tells them that every child has their ability. And with that, Ram tried to help Isan learn numbers, alphabet, and also word with a different kind of method, like using sand, dog, paint, even sands, and playing in the staircase for counting. Why he do that? Because he believed that every child has diamonds in their self, and because of that they're unique, they have their own ability. That's why Ram helped Isan to learn, to understand about alphabet, about numbers. And what happened is Ram successful with his method. Isan can write, can read, and even counting because of Ram method. And Ram want to help Isan to get his hobby to paint, and that's why Ram made a competition to gather everyone and try to paint together. At first, Ram think that Isan doesn't want to come, but Isan come late. He come and he tried to paint, and the result is Isan won the first place. His painting was shown in the school book, and his parents very grateful because Isan can meet Ram, who can understand and knowing Isan very well. And also they felt sorry because they cannot become a great parents to Isan, and they cannot teach Isan well. And that is the summary from Like Stars on Earth. If you have a time, you can watch it. Goodbye.